Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, what I have here is a very obscure piece of technology from the late 1990s. And it is from a company called Iomega, which some of you may remember this company. They made some pretty interesting devices back then, storage mediums, but they're also notorious for a lot of issues with their devices. And ultimately, where are they today? Well, they don't exist anymore, and there's a lot of reasons why. But what I have here is called an Iomega Clik drive. It's also called a Pocket Zip. It was actually renamed to Pocket Zip because Iomega, their most famous product was the Zip drive. Some of you may remember that. It was almost like an enhanced floppy drive, but it had like more storage than the regular floppy, a lot more storage. But it was notorious for failing a lot, and the failure was called the click of death, which is where the drive keeps clicking and like it just wouldn't read anymore. So they didn't want like another product called the Clik drive because of the click of death. And so they renamed this Clik drive or Clik disk to the Pocket Zip. But what is this actually? Well, this is essentially a mini floppy disk. What's different about this is this has a larger capacity than a floppy disk. A normal floppy disk has 1.44 megabytes, whereas this brings up to a whopping total of 40 megabytes. So yeah, it's supposed to be like a larger floppy disk, but in a smaller size. The problem with things like this is this was during the time when CDs and flash drives were starting to, catch on and gain popularity. But instead of, going with the trend there, Iomega decided to double down on these cartridge kind of storage formats or magnetic kind of drives and stuff like that. They basically bet against the future at the time, and it didn't end well for them. But what are we gonna do with this? Well, it's just a storage device, so there's not really much interesting about it besides that. This is the actual drive itself to read this. Like, this goes right into it, and this is for laptops. This is back when This is back when a lot of laptops had a slot called a PC card, and it's plugged right in, and you would use it for a lot of expansion devices. What we're gonna do with this for today is, this was meant for files, like documents, maybe some pictures, maybe even some audio files. But we're gonna push this to the limits, and we're gonna play Halo on it. But how are we gonna play Halo on it, you might ask? Because it's only 40 megabytes. What Halo game fits within 40 megabytes? Well, the answer would be no Halo game. But we're gonna take the Halo PC demo. The demo itself is like over 100 megabytes, so I had to like gut out most of the demo. I got rid of all but just a couple maps, and I took out all the sounds. I took out all the bitmaps and all unnecessary files. So Halo without the sounds and bitmaps, though, it's not really playable. You can't really see much, but it'll fit within 40 megabytes. So we're gonna use this old laptop I have here, and we are going to plug it in, and then we are going to run Halo. Okay, so there it is. Now I've already preloaded Halo onto this, and I just want to say, it took 15-20 minutes just to copy 20 megabytes of Halo onto it. But here we have it. In fact, before I do that, let me just show you how big this build of Halo is, how much I've slimmed it down. This build of Halo takes up 29.2 megabytes. That's with pretty much everything gutted out. So this 29.2 megabytes, it took forever to copy over. And I actually broke, this is my second drive. I broke the first one. I'll tell the story about that in a bit. Here we go. Running Halo off a mini floppy disk. And 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we literally let this run for like over 15 minutes, and it's still running right now. And it's still stuck on a splash screen. We haven't even loaded the main menu of the Halo PC demo yet. I don't think it's ever gonna load. In fact, I think we broke the drive again. This is the second drive I went through. Each time I attempted to run Halo, it broke the drive. And like right now, all I hear is like a bunch of clicking noises coming from it, and it's like repeating like a cycle, which definitely most likely means I broke it. It's the click of death that Iomega drives were infamous for. I think the answer to this question is no. You cannot play Halo off a floppy disk or a mini floppy disk from Iomega. A regular floppy disk, who knows? But these ones from Iomega, nope, you cannot. While it can still kind of read the drive, the performance has degraded so much now that just opening the drive takes forever. I'm trying to open the Halo trial folder now, and that's taking a while too, as you can see. Yeah, that answers that question, which is nope. Like I said, you cannot play Halo on these drives because it will kill it. They are strictly meant for, documents, images, occasional music, and maybe a little bit of video, but that's it. They are not meant for gaming. And like, like not even like modern gaming, like even like 2003 era gaming, which is like Halo PC, the Halo demo came out in 2003. These drives were made in 1999. It's not a huge gap. So that, just a 4-year gap, and like you definitely can't like play games on it still. Like, maybe the only games you could run on this is like Doom or something like that, but that's probably it. Or like games actually meant to run off a floppy disk, really tiny games, but not like whole game like Halo. Definitely not. Alright, so that wraps it up for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and found it to be interesting. If you did, as always, leave a like, leave 1,000 comments. Oh, actually, wait. Look at that, it's broken. So, and now can't access drive says the request cannot be performed because of an I/O device error. That happened with the last drive I had, and that basically means it's broken. So, yep, that definitely puts that to rest, literally. But yeah, so like I said, leave a like, thoughts and comments, anything you want me to check out a link to, or any other things you're curious about experimenting with, like these drives and stuff like that, just let me know in the comments down below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!